Hi, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are collecting the next project for Team Ballylough Classics. And there she is, 1983 Austin Metro City.
Later.
Okay, so here we have the Metro back home in the garage. So I mentioned earlier this is a 1983 Metro City. It's actually 1986 Metro L. As you saw in the video, it's a 5-door in a lovely shade of Primula yellow with a 998 under the bonnet. So this is going to be the basis of a series which we're calling Project Budget Metro, which essentially is we're just going to take this little Metro and we're going to give it a once over, fix anything which needs fixed, maybe a few little upgrades as we go along the way as well, but all on a budget. We'll keep a note of everything that we spend on the car as well, so this is going to be a fun little project. But what I will do now is we'll spin the camera around, we'll take a walk around the car, we'll put it up in the ramp and see what she's like underneath as well, and just give you a few ideas of what we're planning on doing maybe. And yeah, this is going to evolve as the project progresses. But yeah, there's a few little features on the car. Some we're going to keep, some that definitely need changed as we go along. But yeah, we'll bring you along every step of the way as well. So yeah, hope you enjoy this little project as much as we're probably going to as well. So yeah, let's take a walk around. Okay, so like I said, this is a 1986 Austin Metro. It's a Mark II 5-door 998. So it's an L model as well. So yeah, like I said, it's in Primula yellow with a brown interior. So you go around, and generally it's in pretty nice condition all around. It does have obviously a few marks for its age as well. So we are coming up on a 40-year-old car here. Got a little bit dirty on the trailer on the way back. Car was spotless, but yeah, we'll soon give that a bit of a tidy up. You know, alloys, these are not original. Actually, this one is from a Mini 30 or an RSP Cooper, while the rest of them are standard Cooper wheels. You can see there, you can tell the difference that the stud positions are between the spokes on the later Cooper wheels, whilst on the RSP and the 30 they're actually in line with the spokes. So she has one odd wheel, which yeah, we'll see if we can find another as well, and then that one there could be put into the spare, whereas there's only a steel in the spare. So yeah, all the trim is cumulus grey as well. Little pinstripe missing in places, so yeah, that's something which is going to be removed or replaced as well. Has been fitted with these modern type wipers, so yeah, aero blades. So yep, they're going in the bin, and a nice new fresh set of correct period ones will be fitted. Yeah, sills as well, black. So I think we'll probably redo those body colour and get those British Leyland mud flaps off as well. Don't like mud flaps in cars. Somehow it's been an English registered car and brought into Northern Ireland. I'm not sure where she's from. Maybe somebody in the comments can tell us where she was originally from as well. My paintwork is a little bit faded in places, but we'll soon bring that up with a good teak-cot and a polish. But generally in very good condition. There's a couple little blemishes, like I say, as well. There's a little bit there in the wing here, a little bit here in the bonnet as well, but all fairly superficial so far until we look underneath the car anyway to begin with. Okay, so let's take a look inside. So first thing, you're greeted with a very 80s shade of chocolate brown. So in very good condition, because as you can see with mileage, only 27,414 miles from new. So yeah, the interior is in excellent condition. The quite plush seats for obviously for the model. This is the L, so it's not the bottom of the range. either. So again, carpets in good condition, a little bit dirty maybe from sitting around, but yeah, generally in all very good condition, front and back. Again, back seat more than likely probably hasn't even really been sat on much. These are split folding, 60-40 split folding rear seats. We've got inertia wheel seat belts front and rear as well. Headcloth maybe a little bit saggy in places, but generally speaking it's very clean and in very good condition. Into the boot. Again, well, it's one of the first jobs. We'll see the gas struts are definitely needing replaced, so maybe see if I can get that to stay up. Okay, I have to hold it up with my hand here. So again, in the boot, a little bit dirty. The back of the seats obviously has got scored with having things in there, so that just needs to be a bit of a repaint. But yeah, for the most part, all in very good condition. We lift the floor up. Again, all in really good condition in there as well, so no apparent signs of rot anywhere on the floor there, which is really good. And the toolkit and all is included. Just a clean and maybe touch up some of the paint where it's got scored, and that's about it. Spare wheel is out at the minute, so it needs to get the tyre pulled off it and the wheel redone. But yeah, all in all, interior wise, very, very happy. Okay, so all in all, it's actually not a bad little place to be. You can see the gauge cluster there. Very nice. So it's very simple but very clear. We have our radio cassette, digital clock. We have our choke at this point, cigarette lighter here, which has never even been used as well, which is great to see. Open glove box here, so I think maybe the later models had a little door on this, but yeah, the Cities and L's I think had that was just open. The ashtray here, there's a few electrical connectors in there, and some washers. We have our indicator controls and light controls here, or the light on the rocker at this point. Horn. Oh, the sounds a little bit sick. And then we have our wiper controls here, rear fog, rear wash, rear wipe, and we have our heated rear window at this point, and a blanking plate here. So maybe some of the more upmarket models may have had something else there as well. But yeah, we've got plenty of vents going around. Heater controls are here. I think it's just 2-speed as well. Heat control here. We have off. We have to the window, and we have to the face controls as well. So yeah, just fairly well appointed for its year. Okay, so under the bonnet here we have that 998 with 27,000 miles on it. A little bit tatty in places. You can see maybe just needs a bit of a detail. Maybe repaint the block and the head, and maybe replace the rocket cover and so on. And the previous owner has had some work done. He has had a new water pump fitted previously. He has changed the oil and filter on, but we'll check the condition of the oil as well. But the car does still have a misfire on it, so we need to find the source of that. But I think new plugs, pointing condenser will definitely help as well, and perhaps fine-tuning the carburetor as well. But that should all be a fairly easy fix. Probably just lying around with steel petrol and so on hasn't really helped. It's been sitting for a couple of years, this car. But again, yeah, a few things like the servo needs a tidy up and a repaint and so on. But just generally cosmetic under there. We'll see how she goes. We may or may not do some upgrade work there. I have been suggesting a stage 1 kit, but yeah, that's still to be decided on. But yeah, all in all, pretty tidy. Nothing too onerous down there. Seems to have had a fairly recent battery fitted as well. Okay, so I think all in all, body-wise and mechanically shouldn't be a big issue here. But yeah, the next thing we'll do, we'll get her up on the ramp, and yeah, we'll see what you'd like underneath. Okay, up on the ramp, we get a good view here. So even around the front valance, everything there is all looking pretty good. It's just a little bit scabby in places, but nothing. A good T-cut polish, maybe a bit of a touch-up will do. Again, sills all in really, really good condition. Running down here, again, a little bit scabby in places, but not bad for nearly a 40-year-old car. Back valance is the same, a little bit scabby in the edges, but again, like I said, T-cut and polish will soon sort all that out. This sill, again, the same, scabby in the edges, but in all in all, in very good condition. Underneath, there's a rarity, very dry engine. So sometimes you even wonder, is there even oil in the car? So it's a very, very rare to have an A series that's not leaking oil. Floor, even the main rails going back, front subframe, all in really good condition. Both sides. No further back. Fuel tank is all in good condition. Rear subframe, a little bit of surface rust, a little bit scabby in places, but all in all, again, very clean. Even the back suspension, the hydrolastic, all no weeps or anything from that either. This side here is a little bit low, so we do need to get that pumped up. Have one thing we've seen, engine or exhaust mount is broken, so that'll get the exhaust up a bit higher. But yeah, very, 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 very happy with how clean and sound this little car is. So yeah, it's going to be a great little project. Okay, so one thing we have found, all 4 tires are badly perished. There's a lot of cracking in them, and they're badly worn and out in places too. So first thing to do, we'll get the 4 wheels off, we'll get the tires off. The wheels do need a refurbishment, so we can do the refurbishment of that at home. We'll get 4 new tires on, and yeah, make a start. Okay, for the wheels off, you can see there's a lot of lacquer peel starting to come on them there as well. And if we flip over, all the lacquer all peeling off here as well. So yeah, we'll get these wheels stripped out, and we'll have a look at them as well. So again, these are the wrong center caps on them as well. So maybe see can we get a set of correct center caps. But yeah, the tires are not in great shape on some of the wheels. Cracking coming. You can see there a lot of perishing on the wheels there as well. So yeah, fresh set tires and a refurbished those wheels will go a long way. Okay, so that's bringing us to the close of episode 1 of Project Budget Metro. So yeah, we're very, very happy with the condition that we find the car in. It's a lot better underneath than we were ever expecting it to be. And yeah, so there's actually a lot less work than we maybe had thought we may have to do to the car. So yeah, very, very happy to report that. So like I said, in the next episode, we'll start doing a few little bits and pieces of the car, hopefully get the wheels off, get the tires off the wheels, get the wheels refurbished, get new tires on, like I said, new center caps as well, and a few other little bits and pieces to do around the car, which we'll hopefully document as we go. Like I said, this is going to be all done on a budget. We are going to keep a record of everything we have done so far, but yeah, so the purchase price of the car was £1,960, so that's our starting point as well. And yeah, we're going to keep everything on a budget where we can. We'll take a note of every part that we buy, and everything we have to do for the car, which everything will be documented. So it's going to be an interesting build. So hope you've liked this one. If you have, remember to give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe as well, and yeah, we'll be keeping this in a playlist that you can keep in up to date with everything. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you on the very next episode.